A good one tomorrow on Monday Night Baseball. Exclusive coverage of the Mets and Yankees. No yes, no SNY, only on ESPN tomorrow for Jacob deGrom and Luis Severino at 7 Eastern. Wednesday Night Baseball, the Red Sox and Phillies from the bank. And then Jess, Alex, Buster, and I will be in Williamsport a week from tonight for the Little League Classic, the Mets and Phillies at 7 Eastern. Ryan Madson protecting a 3-run lead in a safe situation to work in the bottom half of the ninth.
Madson filling in for that closer role, which seemed to be solidified with Sean Doolittle coming in last season, but now on the DL. Kelvin Herrera on the DL, but Madson able to fill in that fastball, changeup, occasional curveball that he'll throw. He'll get some good swing and misses on that changeup, especially because he throws in that same tunnel as his fastball.
Some changes behind him as well as Anthony Rendon comes in to play third and Wilmer Defoe at second. This is Dave Martinez equivalent to the hands team on a onside kick attempt. Ben Zobrist, Jason Hayward, and Albert Almora, the last chance for the Cubs, trailing by 3 tonight. Bounce to first. Well, you mentioned that changeup, Jess. It's a good one for Ryan Madson this year. Opponents batting 38 cents on that pitch. .038. The lowest batting average in baseball on plate appearances ending in a changeup.
And you can see why that last at bat to Zobrist, someone who recognizes pitches very well, way ahead of it, because it looks so much like the fastball.
Teammates with another guy that has a pretty good changeup, Cole Hamels, in Philly from 206 to 211. Teammates in the World Championship team in 2008.
Jason Hayward now 0 for 3 so far tonight. Well, we went on the air tonight talking about the Nationals with an opportunity to carve into the deficit in the NL East, something that they're 2 outs away from doing. And the Cubs having an opportunity to pad their advantage atop the Brewers in the NL Central. Milwaukee losers to the Braves today. And those two will match up for a quick 2-game series coming up next here at Wrigley. Two balls and a strike. The Cardinals have played themselves back into relevancy in that division race as well. As Hayward chops one off the plate, Defoe's got to hurry, and he loses the handle. Yeah, the old cliche, Alex, the new guy, it always finds you.
It always finds you, and tough play made a little tougher by Defoe, being a little bit over aggressive. I like coming in, you have plenty of time, even 2 hands, and then a nice flip. A little bit too quick, you have plenty of time. That ball will find you. Now, if you're the Nationals, you played a really good, clean game with your best pitcher on the mound, 8th and 9th inning, win 2 out of 3, and just get on the plane and get to St. Louis.
Albert Almora now.
And Alex, you talked about this. We talked about with the Nationals' depth of their lineup, but when you're missing sometimes just 1 or 2 players, and for the Cubs right now, and Chris Bryant, and even though their numbers without him have still been successful, this is a night when having him in the lineup just adds to that depth, adds to the amount of names and batters that are hot.
And that one hits him. And now with 1 away, the Cubs have an opportunity to bring the tying run to the plate.
and you open the box by the error or a play that should have been made, and all of a sudden you hit a batter, and now you get the time run to the plate, and it happens in 3 pitches.
Yeah, Bill Murray conjuring up little enthusiasm, as is this sold-out crowd. And now it's Kyle Schwarber who represents the tying run with 1 away. Schwarber has singled and been intentionally walked tonight. This is Kyle's 21st game since the All-Star break. He has driven in 2 runs over that period. Popped him up. Rendon, the other new guy. And that one finds him right in the glove. Talked about the Cubs with a chance to add to their lead against Milwaukee with a win tonight. There will be no ground gained. Brewers losers today, and if the Cubs fail to come back, it'll stay 2 games of separation. And again, those 2 teams match up for a quick 2-game series here at Wrigley starting on Tuesday. Wilson Contreras, the last chance for Chicago tonight. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts against Max Scherzer. Scherzer in line for his major league leading 16th win of the year. Has displayed some nifty glove work tonight.
Very soft hands. Former Gold Glove winner. And for a man that tall, he gets as low as anybody.
He is a big boy too. You stand next to that guy, you just feel terrible about yourself. I mean, speaking, you know, personal example. Ball and 2 strikes. We talk about the Cubs staying home for 2 against the Brewers starting on Tuesday. The Nationals, as we mentioned earlier and as Alex just brought up, headed to St. Louis tonight. For a Cardinals team that just won't go away. Matt Carpenter and company still relevant.
Matt Carpenter. Wow.
Putting together some MVP consideration, and when you consider the start he had to his season.
Yes, the home runs that he's hit since then.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Wilson Contreras. You really see on a night like tonight, because Scherzer and Hamels were so in control, so automatic, how the game has changed since it's gone to the bullpen on both sides. You just didn't feel like either lineup had a chance with those 2 starters in the game. It's been a completely different feel since the 7th. The 1-2.
Which is why, you know, Max Scherzer fights to keep the ball. He wants to stay in these games because he knows he can finish them. The thing is, they need to keep him the rest of the season. He can't finish every game.
Should it go any farther, David Bote waits on deck for Chicago. He has been so good filling in for Chris Bryant, whose shoulder is still on the mend. 39,000 plus on their feet, very quiet as Contreras stays alive.
You've seen the fastball usually averages about 94, 95 for Madson, kick up to 98. And what he's hoping to be the last at bat, trying to put away Contreras with that fastball, but you know the changeup is looming.
Little cat and mouse game going between Contreras and Madson. Yeah.
As soon as he gets on the rubber.
The next 2-2. And now the winning run will dig in at the plate. The second hit batsman of the inning by Ryan Madson.
This is a terrific visit here by pitching coach Lilliquist. And basically what you're seeing is, hey, calm down here, big boy. And then Matt Wieters saying, give me your best 2 pitches. And right now they're saying, give me your best 2 pitches. It should be no sign. It'll be sinker, changeup, or changeup. But when Wieters gets back behind the plate, I don't want to see any sign. You should already be on the same page, just like coming out of a football huddle. You know the play that is called. Let's go.
Hayward, Almora, and now Contreras aboard, the latter of 2 via hit batsman plays. And now we're going to have a pinch runner at first as Ian Happ will come out to represent the tying run. Well, that leaves only Victor Caratini available on the Cubs bench at this point, but Joe Maddon's going to do everything he can to tie the game or more here with 2 out in the last of the ninth. David Bote, the pinch hitter. He's been very good off the bench, 3 for 6 in this capacity. Behind 0-1. We talked about Bote last time we saw the Cubs. This is his 5th stint with the major league team. Up and down all year seemingly from AAA. One and one.
David Bote, one of those hitters that has hit the ball hard, especially the last 2 weeks. Best in baseball in hard hit average.
And the Cubs are down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, wow. Alan Porter with a very generous call in the bottom of the zone, but he got it right. The difference between 1-2 and 2-1 is about 200 points on the batting average.
Madson's 1-2 pitch, and it's a 2-2 count now.
We've seen Madson get ahead. We just haven't seen his ability to put away, and that's something that he has done well in this closer role. See Justin Miller up in the pen for the Nationals, but even though Madson has done a good job getting ahead of these Cubs hitters, he needs that strike 3 pitch or that put away pitch to get that 3rd out.
They're clearing space beyond the outfield fence on Sheffield for a David Bote statue here at Wrigleyville.
And a Hollywood ending for David Bote, the 25-year-old who's been sitting idle in the bench for 25 for 8 innings, gets a fastball down in the zone. Perfect swing, down, a magical swing, a magnificent result with the bat flip. That's one that Mr. Bote will never, ever forget.
Oh, man alive. Pinch hit, walk-off, grand slam.
In all, a result of baseball gods do not lie. Wilmer Defoe on the miscue allows this inning to continue.
A misplayed ball, 2-hit batsman, and Max Scherzer's brilliant night is wiped away completely. My goodness.
And Matt Jess for the Cubs, this is one night they can look back in the middle of October and say, hey, this has the feel of 2016. This has a magical feel as well. Wow.
David Bote. What a moment.
A fantastic finish at Wrigley. And a 4-3 stirring Cubs come from behind win. Coming up next is SportsCenter. Tomorrow, exclusive coverage of the Mets and Yankees at 7 Eastern. For Alex Rodriguez and Jessica Mendoza, Matt Vasgersian saying good night from Wrigley Field. SportsCenter is next with John Buccigross and John Anderson.
ESPN app, now with ESPN Plus. Get more ESPN and download now.
This is SportsCenter at night.
Hello, world. Tiger Woods falls a bit short. Brooks Koepka is your PGA champion. Chris Sale on the mound for the Red Sox, a historic return for him. He could be your AL Cy Young Award winner. All your best from baseball, and it's football season, and the fights have begun. You will see them on SportsCenter.
Oh, punch you in the face.
Right now.
It was fun to enjoy that game.
This is SportsCenter in America. This is David Bote. David, what does it feel like to hit a walk-off grand slam at Wrigley Field?
Unbelievable. I mean, great at bats all around. Jay Hay running that ball out, expecting 90. Contreras battling 2 pitches off there, fouling off. Getting hit by that pitch, and got a good pitch to hit and hit it.
Looked like it was a pretty good two-seam fastball that was down in the zone. What was your approach at the plate? I mean, you lifted that thing up in the air, and it was below the strike zone box.
So they've got me down there all series yesterday. I knew he had that little two-seam sinker in there. I was trying to get underneath it, just like he said, and I got to center field.
Man, you knew right away. You must have squared that thing up right on the barrel, because you knew right away it was gone.
It felt good off the bat. The wind was been killing balls all day. I was hoping it had enough to get out, though.
Now, you've had a walk-off walk and a walk-off grand slam. Which one's better, David?
They're both just as great. W is all that matters.
What's it like right now? What do those fans sound like to you?
I can hardly hear you. They're that loud. The best fans in the league. Go Chicago. We love you guys.
That is really cool. Last time you got a walk-off home run in any level was when?
Never.
Wow.
First one ever.
All the way back to Little League.
All the way back to Little League. I think it's my 3rd career grand slam, once in high school, once in low A, and then obviously this one here in the big leagues. This one's just as sweet.
Who's watching on TV right now that's screaming the loudest, do you think?
My wife's probably waking up our kids right now. She's probably in there. My brother's out there. I mean, all my family. It's incredible. It's unbelievable.
You're getting cooled off by your teammates right now.
Willie's the man. Jay Hay's the man. Everybody. I mean, it's an unbelievable clubhouse, unbelievable group of guys. Such a great team to be a part of.
How do we celebrate tonight in Chicago when you do something like that?
I'm going to go home and sleep. We got an off day tomorrow. Enjoy that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What are you going to eat? First thing you go back in that clubhouse, what are you going to chow down on?
I don't know if I can eat yet. I'll probably just have to wait till I go home.
Great stuff. Hey, man, David, you made our night. You made America's night, unless you're a national fan. That is great TV. You go celebrate and have a great time.
Thanks, John.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well done by the Cubs.
Bucket of chicken night, by the way. He was draped with garments and towels.
He was like
for
a king.
His win.
It was his robe.
How exciting is that? We thought the Yankees were good and long last week with the Red Sox. This is terrific.
Chicken's above your head.
Tiger Woods, chicken. That's a 90-minute show coming your way.
We just got married.
We're all under one roof now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many kids?
My 2, his 3.
Along with 2 dogs and Jake, our new parrot. That is quite the family.
Quite a lot of colleges to pay for, though.
A lot of colleges.
Okay, you get any financial advice?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's the same plan they sold me before.
Well, your situation's totally changed now.
Right?
How about a plan that works for 5 kids, 2 dogs, and Jake over here?
That'd be great.
That would be great.
That okay with you, Jake?
Get a portfolio that works for you now and as your needs change from TD Ameritrade Investment Management.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today. Human horsepower, NOS energy drink, high performance energy.
Nobody drinks till this guy sweats.
Degree Advanced Protection works up to 125 degrees, but be careful, it won't let you down.
ESPN is giving fans with the best excuses for ditching work free tickets to a day game. And there's nobody here with me. I'm alone.
This is SportsCenter.
Hello, world. Hello, higher appearance fees. Hello, higher endorsement fees. Hello, Ryder Cup. Oh, and hello, Brooks Koepka.
Hello again. It felt like Tiger Woods actually won the PGA Championship, the tournament part of it, and Koepka is the guy who won the Wanamaker Trophy. Goosebumps, roars, and lawn darts for shots.
What a way to end your Sunday baseball. ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Wait till you see how this game ends. It starts with Hamels pitching very well in his young Cub career, and Max Scherzer on his way to his 4th Cy Young, having the best year of his career, throwing absolute peas. No way, Addison Russell. No way, Javi Baez. Cole Hamels now. Pitching well, but getting outpitched early in this one. Top of the 5th, facing Michael A. Taylor. It's 1-0 Nats. Strike on the corner. Sit down. Weedas. Sit down. Hamels and Scherzer combine to retire 10 straight at that juncture. Bottom 6. Baez at the plate. Again with 2 outs. Take a listen. ESPN Sunday Night Baseball.
That's why he's about to win. And the Nolan Ryan grunt.
And she went like Monica Seles, Jake Peavy grunt there to strike out Javi Baez for a 3rd time.
Pitchers do grunt when they reach back for something extra. Nolan Ryan was famous grunter. He used to really heave it up there. Scherzer, Hamels, 19 straight. We're flying on Sunday Night Baseball. Hamels, Bryce Harper. Sit down. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the corner. Later, Daniel Murphy.
The 2-2.
Still just 1-0. Nats trying to get insurance. Can't do it. It stays 1-0. Hamels retires the last 17 batters he faced. 7 innings with just 1 hit, 1 earned. And he's losing. Bottom 7. Scherzer still in there. The 3-2 pitch. Albert Almora Jr. down the line it goes. First hit allowed in 24 straight consecutive batters retired between Hamels and Scherzer. Later, Wilson Contreras at the plate. Scherzer, it's the kind of year he's having. When he needs something, he gets it. Oh, he pulled the string. Took something off at 2-2. No cheese there. Just some soft little burrata cheese.
Brie, gooey.
7 innings, 11 Ks, nowhere, and Nats looking good. Now bottom 9, they're up 3-0. This one's 1 out. Here's a slow chopper. This thing's all about to be, whoa! Jason Hayward reaches. 1 out, 1 on, still 3-0. Oh! Albert Amora hit by pitch. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. Gungala. Schwarber fouls out. He was the tying run, and then Contreras gets hit. Now suddenly the winning run comes to the plate, but it's David Bote. He's never hit a walk-off homer his entire life. Going back to Little League, it's gone. Arms raised in a V. What Eddie Vedder is to Pearl Jam, David Bote is to the Cubs. A pinch hit, walk-off, grand slam. Cubs win. Cubs win. Chris Sale making his first start since being DL'd. Shoulder inflammation. Before, he was pretty much your Cy Young favorite in the American League. How he pitched on Sunday, well, he remains the American League Cy Young favorite. Leads the majors, as you saw there, 13.2 strikeouts per 9. And on Sunday, he retired every Oriole batter he faced in the lineup. You saw Jones, there's Beckham, here comes Chris Davis. That nasty wipeout slider that is unhittable. There it is again, backdoor, gets a call there, that was outside. Again, expanding the strike zone. But even when he's in the strike zone, batters miss. In fact, no pitcher in baseball has a better swing and miss rate with balls inside that square than Chris Sale. Even if he throws good pitches, you don't hit him. First pitcher since 1893 with 5 or fewer innings pitched, 1 or fewer hits, and 12 plus strikeouts. Sale has now racked up 109 strikeouts while allowing just 5 earned runs over his last 10 starts. He's the only pitcher in Major League history with at least 100 strikeouts and no more than 5 earned runs over any 10-start span.
From the East, we're going to the wild race out West. The 2 teams in the same division duking it out for a spot in the postseason, and where the AL wildcard stands right now, tight, yo. Football, we're practicing and we're punching. That can't be good right there. Those aren't jumping jacks. What players say sparked the brawl and why they saw it coming next.
At Simple Mobile, get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month with no mystery fees, no activation fees, and no contract ever. All on a lightning-fast 4G LTE nationwide network. That's our best deal ever. Simple Mobile, out with the old, in with the simple.
Summer wants you to slip out of the office and into a swimsuit. It wants bonfires that go way later than they should. Basically, if you're summering with a Corona in hand, you're doing it right. But don't take it from us. Take it from Summer.
Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
He's so boring.
Sounds like you're on the fence. Why don't I just leave you my resume? Yes, it's laminated.
No thanks.
Hired. Try caramel M&M's.
Ow.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help you rehydrate so you can keep sweating. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
So you'll be here to help if I need you?
Kyle, I got you.
Okay. What about here?
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
Is that for us?
It sure is.
Gimme, gimme.
What about here?
Here too, Kyle.
And here's Sir Robert from State Farm.
If you invite me.
He said yes. Huzzah! Let's battle.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Nature gives me energy,
Clarity.
drive,
Wisdom.
courage. Nature gives, give back.
Nature Valley, proud supporter of the national parks.
No matter what size your label says, Men's Warehouse has you covered. It's time to take your style to the next level and create the perfect fit. It's time to like the way you look.
How do you win at business? Stay at La
Chiquita, where we're changing with contemporary makeovers. Then use the ultimate power handshake, the upper hander with a double palm grab. Who has the upper hand now? Start winning today. Book now at lq.com.
Today we're opening more than 150,000 locations called Domino's Hotspots. You can finally get Domino's delivered to every single one of them. Get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
Domino's Hotspots. Delivery to parks, beaches, and other outdoor locations near you.
Hey, Justin, think fast.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Every time.
Get lucky every once in a while.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today. Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over $9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
It's summer.
Summer is here!
The surest sign that summer has arrived. The summer can from Corona. Get it while you can.
What if we told you you could use a dating app to not only land the date of your dreams, but the job of your dreams too? Crazy, right? And what if we told you how to get more paid time off at your current job now? Well, we've got some good secrets for you. Get the job you want this week on GMA.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Citi. Welcome. What's next? Corona Extra. Find your beach. And State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
Tiger Woods made 266 strokes at this year's PGA Championship, his lowest total score of his major championship career. His 64 on Sunday, lowest ever final round score in a major for Tiger. He's now ranked 26th in the world rankings. He has gone up over 1,000 spots in less than a year. But more than numbers was the buzz he creates that everyone hears, including his peers.
It was pretty cool. The crowds were awesome out there. You could hear the roars from different parts of the golf course. It's pretty apparent what a Tiger roar is versus anybody else's.
There was lots happening out there. Tiger was charging at times, and that was filtering back through the groups. Certainly, every leaderboard that changed, no matter what hole you were on, you knew what Tiger did, and it's a really fun atmosphere to be in.
Everybody was rooting for Tiger. I mean, as they should. You know, he's probably he's the greatest player to ever play the game, and when he started making that run, it brought me back to when I was a kid. When I was watching him and you heard those roars. Being a part of that as a fan is cool. And even when you're playing, it's still pretty neat. It kind of pushes you to step up your game. I mean, you have to, because you know he's right there if you fall.
Some pretty gracious words there, Michael Collins, from the champion Brooks Koepka, who was about 10 years old when Tiger was in his prime, and the play with him on Sunday must have been a thrill. You were there. You witnessed it. What were some of the crazy things you saw and heard and felt among all those roars?
Well, that's the thing. When Tiger got into contention at the Open Championship, the UK crowd is a lot different than the American crowd. The American crowd, when Tiger got into contention, it was like a college football game. I mean, the roars and the electricity were through everywhere around the golf course. It was so good that people that weren't with the Tiger Woods group were standing watching scoreboards because they would put highlights up on scoreboards. And so even a hole that Tiger wasn't on, like especially the 18th, there would be groups walking off the 18th green after they shook hands, and you would just hear a bah! And that's because they showed a Tiger highlight on the TV. And everyone around would be like, what just happened on 18? Why are the guys walking up the stairs? No one understood what was going on until they went, oh, yeah, that's right. Tiger's out there doing that Tiger thing again, which we hadn't seen for a while. Even inside the media center, Bucci, when Tiger would drop a bomb putt, people would just, ooh, which in the media center, you're not supposed to be rooting and there's not supposed to be cheering. But we hadn't seen this out of Tiger in a while, so everyone put that rule to bed.
Yeah, there's no cheering in the press box, but there's definitely oohing when it is warranted. Michael Collins, take that big giant thermos home right behind you and enjoy the evening, my friend. Great work.
That's my trophy.
I believe it's an urn. I will punch you in the face. No! Jacksonville Jags suspending cornerback Jalen Ramsey and defensive end Dante Fowler 1 week. Ramsey penalized for violating team rules and conduct unbecoming a Jags player, while Fowler banned for fighting and violating team rules. NFL Network first to report the suspensions. Ramsey called out one of the Jags beat reporters for, reporting the story about the fight. Ramsey tweeting this, here you go. You know you done messed up, right? LOL. If y'all want war, we got some for y'all. And I know the rest of y'all, you know who you are. Gonna read this too, just know, we move forward. I'm always gonna take up for my teammates because I know what type of men and players they are for real. Love my dogs. If you don't like it, oh well, God bless. So, kind wishes there at the end. Fowler and Ramsey will miss Saturday's game against the Vikings. Jets and Redskins practicing together this week in advance of their Thursday night game on ESPN.
Oh.
Practice when they're not, same thing, fighting each other because on Sunday they threw. Joint practice gets chippy at the end. Players said that was kind of a predictable turn, melee along the sidelines. They kind of spilled themselves over towards the spectators. Practice had to be short in 25 minutes because of thunder and lightning, weather-wise, not the fighting kind. Afterwards, multiple Redskins giving their side of the story.
Wasn't like nobody didn't know that was going to happen in the first place. Have these joint practices, what you expect to happen, Obviously, guys come out here and try to get some good work, but a couple guys do some things that other guys just don't like, and that's kind of what happens.
That's something that happens when we have joint practices. Guys, you're going to protect your teammate at all costs. If you feel like it's a cheap shot, and then, we're going against somebody else in these long practices, and it's going to get chippy. Guys going to want to fight.
You never want to hit a guy after the play. That's disrespectful to all of us. We're all professional athletes. Everybody's going to get hot when somebody does that. So, that's always going to cause problems.
I think you're supposed to shy away from full contact drills. But anyway, coming up, week one's a wrap. Who is at the top of their game already in terms of top plays? Find out our week one top plays coming on SportsCenter.
Angels and Airwaves and Athletics. A's playing very well, 8-2 in their last 10. This is Jed Lowry having an outstanding year for Jed. Career high 18 home runs. AL West is really interesting. Astros came in leading by just 3.5, and again entering Sunday. A's and Mariners separated by just 1.5 in the wild card. Francisco, that's fun to say.
Fun to say.
Arcia to right and gone. Angels digging into the deficit. We're down 8-4. Now it's 8-5. 8th inning. The Shohei kid, Shohei Ohtani. He's the tying run. 2 outs, bottom 8. 0 for 4 at this juncture, but he will slice one into left center. Calhoun. Upton scored. The lead is down to 1. A's, bottom 9, trying to save it. Blake Trinan against Jose Fernandez.
2-2 from Trinan.
1 out. David Fletcher. Haven't seen him, should. Oh, he goes chasing. Caleb Coward up now. They know who we need. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Painting at 100. Oh, how about those A's? They have 70 wins. They're 70-48. They beat the Angels.
Mariners, Astros, $10 action, 30 if there's a sweep. Mariners trying to take 4 in Houston. Bottom 8, no more injuries. Carlos Correa, he's missed time. He's back. Check swing to down the first base line. And lo and behold, the Tiger runs in. We're tied at 2 deep into this ballgame. Top 9, Mariners now trail by a run after a sac fly. 2 outs, nobody on. Ryan Healy. Well, that'll get you even. Hit it out of the ballpark. We're even at 3. We're headed to extras. Bonus baseball that nobody in Houston wanted to see in the 10th. Same score, 1 on, 1 out. Mitch Haniger. They just didn't get this guy out over the weekend. That's double number 5 in the series. 5. That gives the Mariners a 4-3 lead. Edwin Diaz had recorded a save the first 3 games. We make it 4 in a row. Told Skip, let's go, I'm ready.
I got a welcome call from our closer. He said if we got the lead, I'm in the game. So sometimes you got to do that, and that's kind of how Eddie's wired.
He's wired. Hardwired, live wire. Correa grounds back to Diaz. First pitcher since Joe Nathan in 04 to have 4 saves in a series. Mariners complete the sweep. So that's 4 games times 10. That's like a $70 weekend for Camogan. Mariners sweep moves them to within 4 games of the Astros in the AL West. A's just 2.5 back of Houston. Going to be plenty more movement to come in the next couple of weeks because the 3 AL West contenders all face one another over the next 10 days, starting with the A's and Mariners on Monday. Oakland leading Seattle by a 1.5 games for the final wild card spot.
The attorney representing the family of a Maryland offensive lineman, Jordan McNair, who suffered a heat stroke in May during practice and died in June, says Terrapins head football coach DJ Durkin should be fired. The school put Durkin and 3 other staffers on administrative leave. An ESPN report over the weekend detailed a program that is run on a culture of fear and intimidation. ESPN's Heather Dinich spoke to the McNair family attorney on Sunday.
So there are 3 reasons that he ought to be fired. Number 1, what he did. Number 2, what he didn't do. And number 3, the impact on this football program. There's nothing wrong with the game of football, but there's a whole lot wrong with the way Coach Durkin approached the game of football.
How could his death have been prevented?
Well, first of all, coaches have to, as a matter of course, be required to understand the symptoms of heat stroke. And had this coaching staff done even minimal heat stroke training, they would have seen immediately that that was what was going on with him.
Do you believe that Jordan was given proper medical care once he showed signs of trouble?
Absolutely, he was not given proper medical care. This is indifference to his physical condition. It's outrageous. The family wants justice. The family wants the truth to come out. The family wants the world to know what happened to their son.
The university's external investigation is expected to be finished on September 15th. For more on this story, log on to ESPN.com.
Still ahead, another major for the mantle after winning his 2nd major of the year. It's 3rd in his last 6. Brooks Koepka joins us on SportsCenter. We head to Bell Reeve. Hear what he's got to say about his win.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today. Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over $9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
Do not play fetch. Thanks, Grandma. Why don't you fetch me some Doritos? Fetch me a bag full of Doritos. Fetch me a bear naked.
I relate to the berries in these real fruit berry shakes because they're small but powerful. I relate to the ice cream because it's rich and has an amazing singing voice. Got it. Oh.
No. Real ice cream and berries. New real fruit berry shakes. Get them half price after 8 p.m. for a limited time.
Coors Light has a lighter, crisper taste. So you're ready for what's next. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
The search was intense. We spent weeks canvassing the quadrant to pinpoint our perfect location. Once locked in on our target, we knew we had to move fast.
Fortunately, we were already pre-approved for a no-money down loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, and were able to put an offer on this place immediately after it went on the market.
I see you, Dad.
How are my tomatoes doing, babe?
Pretty good.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Where will your dreams take you? Wherever you want to go.
The address is Williamsport.
Don't doubt it or run from it. Charge towards it. chase it. Till you wake up one day and you're living it. We are told to dream big, but first, we must dream little.
World Series champions.
The Little League World Series, Thursday, on the networks of ESPN. Presented by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Bruce Rauner's a failure, so instead of talking about his own record, he distorts mine. When it comes to taxes, Illinois has the most unfair income tax system in America. It's time for that to change. A fair income tax will raise taxes on people like Bruce Rauner and me to support education and help solve the state's budget problem while reducing the burden on the middle class. Don't believe Bruce Rauner's a tax. Let's make our tax system fair and bring real change to Illinois.
Ever make a hole in one? U.S. Golf Manufacturing can help you recreate that feeling with a customized club to help improve your game. U.S. Golf is affordable. We're the Quad City's #1 custom club center, allowing you to save 50% over the cost of many name brand clubs. We're the area's #1 repair center, regripping and repairing all makes and models of clubs, from golf balls to golf bags, accessories, and more. U.S. Golf is there for your game. U.S. Golf Outlet Center, where our service never fades, at 7th Street in Moline.
You know, some people shrugged when Wayne Rooney joined the old MLS, but boy, he provided one of the moments of the MLS season to date. DC United taking on Orlando SC. 96th minute extra time. Game tied at 2. Orlando City SC clears it. Goalie pull, leaves the empty net. Rooney running hard, out defensively, makes the clean tackle. Gets up, puts the cross to Acosta. After the great defensive play, he's got room, he's got space. Sees his man. Look at this play. Right to the noggin and in. Holy shnikes. Look at that reaction. The DC fans going crazy. The sweet cross from way outside the box. Acosta finds it shortly afterwards. The officials blow the whistle. And that's how you end the game. DC United. Wayne Rooney.
That's for the Bote thing. Must-see SportsCenter, more of it right here, especially if you like your pitching underhanded. UFC Japan World Softball Championships. We're into extras. It's the 10th inning. The U.S. ties it up at 6. Aubrey Monroe. Ground rule double to bring in a run. Then Kelsey Stewart. You know what her nickname is, right?
Stewie.
Stewie going big. Slaps it down the line. The run scores. USA defends its world title, defeats Japan 7-6. They advance to the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020. Softball, USA all the way.
AL West tight, NL West tight. Charlie, I'm just getting warmed up. Rockies up 2-0. Blackman's 22nd home run of the year. Rockies playing well against the Dodgers of late and better. Remember, they were 1-5 in their first 6 this season against L.A., coming in 4-2 in their last 6. Brian Dozier, bam! Wow, he rips that with some top spin. 2 runs would score, 11 RBIs in 10 games for Dozier as a Dodger. Dodgers are down 3-2. Next batter, Manny Machado. Frustration incorporated over the thigh. 0 for 4 on the day. Rockies still lead 3-2. Bottom 9. It's now tied 3-3. DJ LeMahieu. Down the right field line. It's fair. Yasiel Puig, bobble. LeMahieu, who's going to stop at first. He respected that arm, but then he'll take second. Puig era as LeMahieu is allowed to take second base. Dave Roberts intentionally walks 2 batters to load the bases. Chris Iannetta, he puts the eye, and Iannetta, good eye. Second straight walk-off loss for the Dodgers. Rockies win.
Former driller. Diamondbacks, Reds, Arizona holding the NL West lead. Daniel Descalso talked before the game about the Diamondbacks' sense of urgency. We're inside the last 50. You got to play hard all the time.
It is crunch time now. You know, we're almost to the middle of August. We're tied for first place, but, you know, we want to try to do something to separate ourselves.
You know, a good way to separate yourself, early lead, top first, 2 on, go ahead and just swat one out of the park.
Okay.
Whee! 3-run home run. Descalso, there you go. Talk about it in the locker room. Back it up on the diamond. D-backs take an early 3-zip lead. Fast forward to the 6th, Paul Goldschmidt went on. How do we feel about Goldschmidt?
I like Gold.
2-run home run there.
Smelling it.
Diamondbacks extend the lead to 5-2.
Tasting it.
And then Goldie comes up again in the 9th.
The texture.
How about this? Gone.
Oh.
That's 77 miles an hour in the heart of the plate, up high at the letters.
Put it in the skin box.
Bang. Diamondbacks win it 9-2. Woods, Nicholas, Hogan, Sarazen, Koepka. That is good company. Brooks Koepka keeping SportsCenter company now after another major win. That's 2 this season. PGA U.S. Open in the same year, Brooks. That is some year. Explain what that achievement means to you.
So much. To hear those names and be a part of that is truly special. You know, especially with today. You know, 2 of my idols with Scotty and Tiger, having them in contention and playing with Scotty and hearing the roars of Tiger, you know, the roars that I was used to hearing when I grew up. Man, it was special. It was cool. It was fun to be a part of.
Guys generally fold in majors. How come you're a force?
I just feel like my grit and my grind, the will to never give up. I think that's kind of why I give myself the opportunity so many times, time after time, and I look at these last maybe 4 or 5 years of major championship runs where I've played good, I've got myself into contention, or what I thought was contention, with a chance maybe on the back 9, but not the best, and then to transform that into being in contention and getting across the finish line and winning breeds confidence. I still take on stuff back from Aaron Hills on how I finished the golf tournament and how I kind of put the exclamation mark on the last 4 or 5 holes. And I kind of drew from that today, knowing that I'm going to have a chance, and when I get that chance, I just need to take advantage of it.
The major season is over. You sit with the Wanamaker Trophy behind you, the U.S. Open trophies at home, and yet when the first major is played, the Masters, you're at home, and you've got the wrist thing. I mean, just compare where you were to where you are now and the difference in just how you feel.
I feel great, first off, but yeah, those couple months, those 4 months at home were not enjoyable. I don't want to say depressed, but I was definitely as down as I've ever been in my entire life, and to question whether I'm even going to be able to play again, to be able to come back and enjoy the game that I've played my entire life is, when that's in question, that's not fun. I miss the competition. I missed everything about being out here, and to come out, I fell back in love with the game. I couldn't wait to be out here in the competition, and it's so exciting just to be out here, and I feel fresh, and I feel ready to go, and I'm excited to finish the rest of the season.
Yeah, good for you. Congratulations on another major. Get out there and see if you can win like a Farmers or a FedEx St. Jude or something like that, and be like the rest of the guys. Congrats.
Thanks.
That was the hottest week he's had ever in golf. Yep. Guys from Florida. Tiger Woods finishes second, which was thrilling, sometimes deafening. It wasn't first. It's been a decade since Woods last won golf's premier event. Ahead on SportsCenter, we examine Woods' 10 years of wandering and wondering.
Football's here, preseason football's here. Top 10 plays from week 1 of the NFL preseason. And this play, this run, this dexterity from old Quad Cities, Saquon Barkley really had old Twitter. I mean, and then some speed. He's in good shape.
We have football now every weekend until Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes, we do.
That's fantastic. Number 9, Panthers, Bills, Josh Allen drops backfires to Ray McLeod. Allen. That is a dime right there. There is hope in the Connors house.
Driver 8, take a break. Baker Mayfield looked like the real deal in trial number 1. He showed touch and tenacity and competitiveness. He's out there to deal and wheel, and David Njoku caught that one.
Number 7, Steelers-Eagles. So between Ben Roethlisberger and Mason Rudolph, don't forget Landry Jones is on that Steelers roster as a quarterback. Juju Smith-Schuster. I'll just out-jump the fella in front of me, Rasul Douglas. And then there's nobody left. Off he goes to the end zone. Juju, oh, we're going to dine, apparently. Nice.
Number 6, Panthers-Bills. Panthers won this game 28-23, but here is Nathan Peterman. Still with the squad, Kelvin Benjamin. Tiptoe through the tulips. Too much salad for the bowl, but he still makes the catch. Feet in.
Number 5, we got more of the Browns and Giants. How's our boy, number 1 pick, Baker Mayfield? Rolling around, throwing it. Antonio Callaway, another toe drag right there on the sidelines. Mayfield, good arm right there. Browns, they'd won by 10.
Number 4, Bobby Orr, Lamar Jackson. The Jack Show.
Jack Show.
Happy anniversary, Jackson. Check out Jackson. Makes Tanzel smart. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ravens would roll 30. This guy's going to play. They're going to have some packages for him to do some stuff, yeah. We're too good just to watch for a year.
Number 3, we have more Steelers, we have more Eagles. The Steagles, Joshua Dobbs.
Nice.
He's also throwing dives. Ooh. Damon Patterson, gymnastics, like it. So the Steelers, they got some fellas there that can throw the rock. Steelers won 31-14. And then there's the whole gymnastics thing.
Number 2. Titans, Packers, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Haven't seen him, should apparently. Yeah, what a play. Got the arm bar across there. Legal. He's fighting, scratching, but he comes down with it. Tim Boyle with the throw. Tim Boyle going to unseat Aaron Rodgers this year?
I think A-Rod keeps the job. Okay. Never know. Number 1, Bolts, Cardinals. How's your Geno? Geno Smith downfield, Jeremy Davis. Catch of the weekend. There he is. You know it's the preseason because we can't fully paint the end zone or the logos in midfield. Davis, 47-yard touchdown pass. Top plays, week 1 of the NFL preseason. Everybody getting warmed up.
I've liked this show last couple of years. Monday, ESPN, 6 p.m. Kick off our 3rd annual fantasy football marathon. 29 straight hours. Talk all business. Scotty Clark, he says this thing is new and improved. It keeps getting better.
Been good so far.
Yeah, I love it.
This week's SportsCenter feature tells the story of a father in Iowa who uses his phone's GPS to run the names of children with cancer, all in the memory of his son. Got to see that. SportsCenter next.
This is how it's done in New York. We build juggernauts. We run empires. It's about chasing hardware, no matter what. Can you feel it? Mets, Yankees, tomorrow at 7 on ESPN.
With Advil, you'll ask, what's sore back? What bum knee? Advil is relief that's fast, strength that lasts. You'll ask,
what pain?
With Advil.
You want to bring the heat? Prove it. With carbs to help fuel muscles. And electrolytes to help replace what you lose in sweat. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
When you carry out large 3-topping pizzas from Domino's for $7.99 each, you don't want bad roads ruining your good pizza. So we're doing something about them. If your drive home is rough on pizza, submit it at havenforpizza.com and we might fix it.
Summer wants you to slip out of the office and into a swimsuit. It wants bonfires that go way later than they should. Basically, if you're summering with a Corona in hand, you're doing it right. But don't take it from us, take it from summer.
Oh, you're hitting them good, Jay. Have you ever played golf in the snow before?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just going to try to practice for all my life and see what it ends up to. Hopefully I'll be good enough to go to the tour.
Good shot, Big J.
I get rid of pests.
Hi.
Hi. Oh. Come on in.
Always using the latest science.
There's not a crumb in this house, and yet I still find bugs.
Well, insects aren't always looking for food. Sometimes they look to stay out of the cold or for a place to lay their eggs. That's why I'll create a customized plan using the latest science from my team of entomologists to keep your home from becoming their maternity ward.
Got a side that wants more space, 'cause every day starts like a race. You got a side that loves that style, but to fit in those shoes gonna take a while. Today, life's got you running. Tomorrow, big things are coming. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Denali. A badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today. Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over 9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
You shouldn't be rushed into booking a hotel. With Expedia's add-on advantage, booking a flight unlocks discounts on select hotels until the day you leave for your trip. Add-on advantage, only when you book with Expedia.
I love the fabric. I just wish it was this color with that lining.
When off the rack doesn't cut it, you need to go with a custom-made suit.
How much is this?
Less than you think.
Now at Men's Warehouse, choose your fabric, lining, and style, while our master tailors measure you for a custom-made suit.
You're gonna like the way you look in custom.
What's the first thing you do at school, or applying for a job, or buying a car? You write your name on the back of a jersey, on a lineup in the dugout, or in bright lights on a scoreboard. A name can bring recognition and respect. Tormented by loss, one man in Iowa sought to bring himself back from despair just by writing a name. And as Chris Conley shares in this SC Featured presented by USAA, he had no idea how his life and lives of those he had never met would be changed.
This is SC Featured. This is the power of sports.
A name is significant to me, especially because everybody has a story. They may think they're alone in their story, but they're not.
Every day for nearly a year, Rick Zortman would do something remarkable. Something that would heal himself and help to heal others too.
Find something that your loved one loved to do. Do it for an hour, do it for a day, do it for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. You carry that spirit with you forever.
His name was Armstrong, the youngest of Rick Zortman's 4 children. Armstrong was just 3 years old when he died of brain cancer in 2009.
I think the last thing I said to him at the hospital was that I loved him. And that I'd see him again someday.
Armstrong's death sent Rick into an emotional tailspin, one that lasted years.
Back then, I didn't know how to deal with grief. I was angry, I'd yell a lot. I was an emotional wreck. Our marriage fell apart because it was my fault.
He was very lost in those years after we got divorced, and I mean, there was a whole year that he didn't even come see the kids.
I just wasn't the dad and the husband that should have been there.
Rick definitely had not found anything to help him through that loss yet.
Thank you for giving me the signs. and telling me you're still with me every step of the way.
It's here, on the roads of his hometown of Avoca, Iowa, where Rick feels Armstrong with him as he runs.
He was very upbeat, very energetic. He had a smile that would melt your heart. He loved to run.
In 2017, after weeks of experimentation with the GPS on his phone, Rick hit on a life-changing idea. He would use his daily runs through town to spell out his son's name with his route.
I decided to run Armstrong's name on September 1st. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. What I was doing for Armstrong was my way of coping with his death. While I was running his name, the thought came of, I wonder if I did this for other children.
Rick posted the Armstrong run to social media and asked his followers to submit the names of other kids challenged by a cancer diagnosis. It would be his way of honoring them, their struggle, and their stories.
What I normally do is I will script it out on paper first with the streets and then sketch the name on paper. And then when I go in and run it, I know where to go.
It started really being something that you could tell was making him have a purpose.
Knowing that I've got this capability of running a name for somebody makes me feel good.
Yet he had never met any of the children whose names he ran. Until Jordan, a teenager now in his 3rd year of cancer treatment.
So I was just wondering if I could be honored enough to run your name.
Absolutely.
This is the first time I've actually been able to see somebody and to ask. It means a lot to me firsthand to be able to run your name and to be able to let you know that you're not alone. It makes it feel that much more emotion when I go out now and I run Jordan's name, because I have a face, I have a family that I envision now.
It's the morning of July 9th, 2018, and Rick Sortman is running one final name. Later this week, as a member of the Iowa National Guard, he will be deployed to Southeast Asia for an indefinite stay there. Rick's 454th name, spelled out in the streets he knows so well, is destiny.
Running for me has healed me because I know it was something Armstrong loved to do. When I started doing names, I never would have thought it would take off like this. And I feel like it's been my destiny to do these for others.
Rick Sortman may not have known each of them personally, may not have heard all of their stories, may not have met their parents and families, but thanks to him, their names are known and celebrated and remembered.
Whenever he runs, Rick takes the memory of his son Armstrong with him. Quote, if Armstrong saw what I was doing right now, Rick says, I think he would give me a big hug. And with Childhood Cancer Awareness Month approaching in September, Rick hopes that the awareness his runs are bringing will continue to help raise money to combat childhood cancers.
His decade-long major drought nearly ended Sunday. Ultimately, Tiger 2 strokes short. Coming up, Tom Rinaldi takes us through 10 years, 0 majors for Tiger. And this cat's having a Cy Young season with a losing record. Keith Olbermann takes us inside Jacob deGrom's memorable year, ruined by a forgettable Mets season.
What up, Dave?
Well, look at these party legends. Party legends?
Classic Dave.
Buy some ice, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
I'm down. Dick?
Uh-oh.
No. Okay.
done,
I got you, buddy.
Worth
It's all right. Look at
Doritos Blaze, a bold flavor that brings the heat.
There's a locally owned Ace in over 5,000 neighborhoods. That's twice as many helpful hardware locations as any of the warehouse stores. But we're not about numbers. We're about helping neighbors, because each of our stores is a part of your community. 5,000's a lot, but it's nowhere close to the number of ways we can help you.
Join us for the 5,000 Store Celebration Sale. Don't miss the daily deals and incredible savings on hundreds of items throughout the store, Friday through Monday.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Sweat the details. Noticing what most will never notice. It's what you do when the thing you're making isn't a thing. It's your reputation. The all-new Ram 1500. Comfortably the most luxurious truck in its class. And why more people are switching to Ram than ever before.
How do you win at business? Stay at La Quinta, where we're changing with contemporary makeovers. Then use the ultimate power handshake, the upper hander with a double palm grab. Who has the upper hand now? Start winning today. Book now at lq.com.
Introducing the 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's. Mix your choice of 2 favorites with the new 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
You're made of trillions of cells. They work together doing important stuff. The hitch? Like you, your cells get hungry. Feed them with Centrum micronutrients. Restoring your awesome daily. Centrum, feed your cells.
Some cashback cards send you on a journey to get your bonus cashback. First, they make you sign up for bonus cashback, and it's only on a few categories. And when those categories change, you gotta sign up again. When does it end? With the Capital One Quicksilver card, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. It's like a cashback oasis. What's in your wallet?
For those who thirst for more, Coors Light is colder, cleaner, and crisper to refresh you for what's next. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Things are pretty tough right now. I left working alone in the storm. Walked away from all of them.
Still out here looking for you.
You know the kind of people we don't need to.
People like us.
Can anyone hear me?
Once you start smoking, the consequences will find you.
Package for James Miser.
Cigarettes may leave you with stained teeth, gum disease, and more.
You know their world, but discover what happens on the other side of the street.
Did you pick that outfit out yourself?
I unsewed your mother and I made a jacket out of her.
What a delicate little flower you are.
And Mama the carrot.
We are not in the briar patch anymore, boys! What you doing, boy? Turn in that blood clot.
Someone is killing puppets.
Want to help me get out of here?
I'm gonna try something. I thought it was a shoe!
The Happy Time Murders, rated R, August 24th.
Golden Moment is brought to you by your local Lexus dealer. Experience the Golden Opportunity Sales Event for a limited time.
Golden Moment silver trophy for Brooks Koepka, winner of the PGA Championship in St. Louis. 69, 63, 66, 66. New tournament scoring record, 264. Tiger chased, the crowd scream, and Koepka then remained calm and knocked over the flag on 15 and 16 to win by 2. It's his third major to go along with one Waste Management Open. Absolutely everything about it on Sunday seemed like old times in St. Louis. Tiger Woods was wearing a red shirt. He was striping irons. He was draining putts. The galleries were 6, 7, 8 deep to see Tiger. Roars that just made the whole earth shake. And then Woods again failed to win a major title when trailing after 54 holes. He's never done that.
Woods' career has arced like the St. Louis Arch, straight up and then straight down. Divorce is difficult. Back injuries are life-changing and career-threatening. Woods is now in the early stage of a career construction of a second arch, a gateway to perhaps exploring more major glory. Here's Tom Rinaldi on Woods finally looking forward with hope.
Golf is a game built on, rooted in, and focused upon one target most: the next. The next swing, next lie, next read, next score. For Tiger Woods, one next looms larger than all: the next win. And because it's Woods, it's the next major the world awaits most. It was 10 seasons ago on tour when he won his 14th and last major championship on a ruined leg after 91 holes at Torrey Pines.
In one of the most remarkable performances of his career, Tiger Woods perseveres and wins a third U.S. Open championship.
A decade later, after as many changes to catalog as there are surgeries to count, he came back, and we sensed, then saw, something different. The progress he was making, the charges he was mounting, the leaderboards he was climbing. He gained more than 600 spots in the world ranking. He had top 25s and top 5s. And incredibly, had the lead on Sunday at a major. He didn't win. We know that. What we don't know is what comes next. 2019's major championship schedule is half a year away. May seem like it can't come soon enough for Woods, given the slate of venues. Augusta, of course, where he's won 4 times. But also Pebble Beach, site of perhaps his greatest performance, winning by 15 in 2000. Bethpage Black for the PGA, where he won by 3 over Mickelson in 2002. And the Open Championship at Royal Port Rush, where no one has an advantage, as no major title's been played there in 68 years. What does 2019 hold? For Woods, once again, there will be hope. For the Sunday rush, for the swinging punch, for the thing all of us look forward to in all we do, the next.
Which he shot 75 at Port Rush.
Yeah, so Tiger can win there.
Frame of reference.
Yeah.
Will the drought end maybe 2019 Masters? Never too early to talk with the folks in Vegas. Tiger Open, 12-to-1 odds to win at Augusta, as tied for the second best of any golfer out there. Jordan Spieth, the favorite, at 10-to-1. Brooks Koepka, 14-to-1. We figure with his short game and his length, he should be a little higher in there.
Jump
maybe.
on that money.
Yep,
right now.
free money. They're giving it away after winning his second major.
All right, Adam Engel, haven't seen him. You should. All right, here's his Instagram bio. As you can see, loves people, his family. He's a professional ball retriever. All right, top of the 8th, and you'll get nothing and like it, yonder Alonso. I bet that Adam can dunk. He appears to be a good athlete. Times it, great hops off 2 legs. That glove looks a little small for an outfielder, but he hauls it back in. Omar Marino's looked much bigger for the Buccos back in the day. Let's go back to August 6th against the Yankees. Again, look, he's a 2-legged jumper. Wow. Greg Bird thought he had a home run, and again, Engel says you'll get nothing and like it. The next day, the 7th of August, again, Engel times it perfectly. That one maybe even on the way down, but still reaches over and robs them. Look at this. 12 days into August, Engel has robbed 3 home runs.
He did all this in a week.
Yes. My goodness. And 3 different uniform tops as well. Tips his hat. Yeah, I like my month so far. What else will he do in August? All right. Yankees get away from as far as they can from Engel. And let's take on the Texas Rangers at home on a beautiful Sunday for baseball. Giancarlo Stanton. Holy shnikes. 30th home run of the season. Looks like he's on his way to 40+ for the Yankees. Who knows? Maybe he'll hit 5 more this month and hit 15 in September. Maybe he'll get to 50. Fifth inning now, Didi Gregorius. 1-0 game. Yankees lead and making plays in the field. Oh, that's awesome. My goodness. Wasn't in the best position to make a throw there after the sliding play right here. He's kind of not even looking, but he somehow gets his shoulder square and throws a pretty good strike with velocity. Woo! Then 4-0, 6-0. 21st home run of the year for Didi. Big plays in the field, big flies at the dish, and the Yankees win 7-2.
Beer makers and Braves, not really a great weekend for the crew in Atlanta. Oh, look, they're wearing the old Milwaukee Braves uniforms right there. Rub it in. Sean Newcomb, last home start, July 29th against the Dodgers. Was a strike away from a no-hitter. Jesus Aguilar, he hit that one. I believe in Jesus off Newcomb. 29th of the year, Brewers up 5-4. Newcomb gets Manny Pena to pop out. Freddie Freeman, foul territory, got it. So Newcomb gets out of the bases loaded jam there, but he goes 12 hits, 5 earned on 96 pitches. In the 7th, bases loaded, went out Ryan Joseph Braun, you get in this house right now. 6-4-3 double play Brewers. Leave the bases, can't capitalize. Craig Counsell, he's having a bad day. In the 8th, Ozzie Albies off Dan Jennings, and just like that with his 21st, the Braves take an 8-7 lead. In the 9th, 2 we got, Brewers got a man in scoring position for Christian Yelich, A.J. Minton. How about some cheese? Gone. Brewers had 19 hits, tied for the most in a loss this season. 8-7 Braves.
Unbelievable! Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness! Way out of here. Look out! Oh, what a catch!
Well, it just doesn't get better than that.
Oh, my! SportsCenter Top 10.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today. Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over $9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
Every time a Friday feels like a family reunion, a Corona gets its lime. Every time your work friends and your friends become friends. And every time it's like you're the only people on Earth, a Corona gets its lime.
Gatorade. With carbs to help fuel your muscles and help you make the leap to the next level. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
It's Golden Corral's Wings and Rib Fest. Hurry in for fall-apart baby back ribs. And wings just like you like them. All you can eat every night. Start the car. Golden Corral. Your choice, rules.
Domino's delivery drivers are experts at handling bad roads. But those roads shouldn't ruin your pizza when you carry out. So we're doing something about them, starting with this one. If your drive home is rough on pizza, tell us at pavingforpizza.com so we can fix roads across the country. Then carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Where's Frank? It's league night.
Save money on motorcycle insurance with Geico going up the country, ball without me. Frank.
I'm going to get nachos. Snack bar's closed.
Rides. Summer wants you to slip out of the office and into a swimsuit. It wants bonfires that go way later than they should. Basically, if you're summering with a Corona in hand, you're doing it right. But don't take it from us, take it from Summer.
With Car Gurus, you don't have to know cars to know what really matters about a car.
What are we looking at?
Emma's new car.
Well, used. It's the silver one. Nice. Lunar silver or modern steel?
I don't know which silver exactly. But I use Car Gurus. They give you dealer reviews, each used car gets a deal rating, and they sort the best deals first. And that was a great deal.
Somebody get a promotion or something?
Go to Car Gurus today to find great deals from top-rated dealers near you.
At touchofmodern.com, things you'd never think possible are totally attainable. The shoes are handmade, the furniture glows, the drones fly themselves. And that's just the beginning. Our relentless pursuit of the highest quality in watches, fashion, tech, and home are available all in one place. touchofmodern.com. We bring something new and unexpected to your life every day. So go to touchofmodern.com and be the first to discover all the novel and noteworthy items the world has to offer.
It was rare and it was remarkable, like a unicorn or a royal wedding. It was the Mets scoring 5 runs in support of starter Jacob deGrom in his last start, and 8 total in the game. The result was deGrom's first win in a month and his 6th of the season against 7 losses. deGrom is dominant, and his stats don't make sense. He leads the NL in ERA, he's second in strikeouts, and he has a losing record. Keith Olbermann is on this, though I'm not sure even he can explain it.
It's like cooking a gourmet meal for yourself and your friends, and somebody else eats it. Like painting a masterpiece and the guy at the frame shop tears it in half. Like reciting Shakespeare's Hamlet word for word, and they forget to record it. Through his 23rd start, Jacob deGrom led the major leagues in earned run average. He was second in the NL in whip, tied for second in strikeouts, tied for third in opponent's batting average. Counting the Yankee makeup game, probably 10 starts left, he had 6 wins and 7 losses. More importantly, in his starts, his team had 9 wins and 14 losses. Can you somehow vote for him for the Cy Young? Can you somehow not vote for him for the Cy Young? It is the gloom of deGrom.
I'm just so impressed with his mental toughness on a losing team and not getting any support.
And it is maddening and infuriating and historic, but it is not unique. In consecutive years, in 1987 and 1988, the National League's ERA king had a Jacob deGrom-type season. Nolan Ryan, 2.76 ERA and 270 strikeouts, yet he finished 8-16. The next year, Joe McGrain led the majors with a 2.18 ERA. He threw 3 complete game shutouts, including a one-hitter, and he pitched 7 innings or more in all but 6 of his starts, and he finished 5-9. As deGrom knows, the W often has little to do with how well you actually pitched. 7 times this year, deGrom has given up no runs. His record in these games, just 2-0. It also works the other way. Rick Helling of the 1998 Rangers, 20 wins, 7 losses, 4.41 ERA. Jim Bagby of the 1920 Indians, 38 starts, just 73 strikeouts, 338 hits allowed, 19th in the majors with an ERA of 2.89. Jim Bagby somehow won 31 games that year. Still, in the first 98 seasons of the live ball era, no starter finished a season with an ERA less than 2 and a losing record. Only Bob Veal of the Pirates in the year of the pitcher, 1968, really came close. ERA 2.05, won 13, lost 14, and Veal's ERA was only the 9th best.
Swung on and missed, strike 3.
11 for deGrom.
Number 12.
A baker's dozen for Jacob deGrom.
As the matchup in the Bronx looms, if there is anything positive to this torture, it might be that deGrom could wind up single-handedly and finally convincing mainstream baseball that the win is a vague and useless stat. Felix Hernandez won the Cy Young in 2010 with, quote, only 13 wins. deGrom will be the real test for the voters. Even if you don't buy advanced metrics, how can a, quote, win by a starting pitcher like deGrom, which he gets only if he pitches 5 innings and his team hits and they don't blow the lead, how can that be the same thing as a, quote, win by a relief pitcher, which he can get literally without throwing 1 pitch? Like Alan Embry of the Rockies in 2009. A new reliever picks off an inherited runner for the 3rd out. His team then scores the go-ahead run, and he gets a win. Alas, maybe the Mets should switch deGrom to the bullpen and hope he can ring up a dozen Alan Embry wins. Maybe that would get him the Cy Young. Of course, given the luck DeGrom has had, if he does win the Cy, there's always the chance that whoever would present him with the actual award would drop it.
DeGrom scheduled to take them out Monday night. Monday Night Baseball here on ESPN. Makeup game for July 22nd rainout with the Yankees. Mets take on Stanton and the Yankees. 7 p.m. Eastern. ESPN, also live on the ESPN app, so you get to watch it anywhere. SportsCenter to follow. You here, Butch?
Yes.
I'm here as well. Monday Night Baseball.
All right, here we go. New York, Maryland. The winner heads to Williamsport. Gregory Bruno, dominant for New York. Again, the 16-team field for the League World Series is set. It gets underway Thursday. Of course, ESPN, ESPN2, your home. Which one of these teams will be going there? No score, top of the third, Steven Martinez. 2 runs will score. New York takes a 2-0 lead. 5th inning, bottom 5, 2 outs. Bruno is pitching a perfect game. Nate Berzonski appears to have a single to right field. But look at this. Oh, no, it's the old 9-3.
Gotta hustle.
Robert Cavalieri charging, throwing, getting his man. What a heads-up play.
That's once in a lifetime. I mean, you know, that saved it. I mean, and nice play by first base, John Boy. I mean, it bailed me out big time, big time.
One more out for a perfect game. Bruno! Oh, what a gorgeous breaking ball. Staten Island, New York to Williamsport, representing the Mid-Atlantic region again. The League World Series begins Thursday. ESPN, ESPN2.
It's a bird. Probably 2.5 birds in a bucket, and one man will eat it all. Warning to the vegetarian viewers, the food chain will be on full display on SportsCenter, and Bucci made means to sit on top of it. Bucket of chicken night. Bring an attitude, good attitude, empty stomach, napkins. Feed the chicken.
When bandits stole the lockbox from the Wells Fargo stagecoach, Agent Beekman was one step ahead of them because he hid his customers' gold in a different box. And the bandits, well, they got rocks. We protected your money then, and we're dedicated to helping protect it today. Like alerting you to certain card activity we find suspicious. If it's not your purchase, we'll help you resolve it. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day.
Indulge in Nature Valley's crunchy, sweet, and salty perfection. Nature Valley.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today. Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over 9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
For those who thirst for more, Coors Light is colder, cleaner, and crisper. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
This is how it's done in New York. We build juggernauts. We run empires. It's about chasing hardware, no matter what. Can you feel it? Mets, Yankees, tomorrow at 7 on ESPN.
You love the look of exterior lighting, but lighting contractors cost a fortune. And wiring your own lights? Well, don't try that at home. You need Disc Lights by Bell & Howell, the portable, powerful, solar-powered LED outdoor lights that mount flat to the ground to create incredible cascades of light. Best of all, there's no wiring at all. Just press Disc Light flat to the ground and you're done. Bell & Howell Disc Lights utilize light conversion technology that absorb the sun's energy in storage cells, where it's converted into solar-powered electricity. So when the sun goes down, Disc Lights come up for 10 full hours and turn off automatically in daylight. And now you can get this set of 4 Bell & Howell Disc Lights for just $19.95. But wait, order today and we'll even ship it to you free. But there's more. Order today and you can get a second set of 4 Disc Lights. Just pay a separate fee. So don't delay. Order your Bell & Howell Disc Lights today. Call now.
Call 1-800-728-0380
0387 or go to disclights.com. That number again is 1-800-728-0387 or order online at disclights.com.
Tell you what, you're a lucky girl. There's a lot of girls that want to be riding in this car. You just won the date lottery. Yeah, the coffee, this is Corinthian leather.
I have to find myself a country boy.
Listen, on that note, I was thinking of a vegan option for dinner. And you ought to know, this is my first convert.
Enjoy your car. Woohoo! Let's go, Madden!
At touchofmodern.com, things you'd never think possible are totally attainable. The shoes are handmade, the furniture glows, the drones fly themselves. And that's just the beginning. Our relentless pursuit of the highest quality in watches, fashion, tech, and home are available all in one place. touchofmodern.com. We bring something new and unexpected to your life every day. So go to touchofmodern.com and be the first to discover all the novel and noteworthy items the world has to offer.
Chicken Challenge is brought to you by KFC. Doing sports the Colonel's way.
Hey, what's up? It's the 10th annual Bucket of Chicken Night. I call it the 5th major. It began as a bet 10 years ago. Stan Barrett didn't think I could do it. I've done it every year since. And tonight's the night. We go for 10 years in a row. Me, Gucci Mane, an entire bucket of chicken in my belly. We've arrived at the drive-thru. Let's order some chicken. Yes, I would like 3 buckets of chicken. One for myself and 2 for my friends. This is one of the most important aspects. A clean handoff is necessary. To clean handoff, buckets. This is the best part. And we're off. Piece number 1. If Kentucky ever gets an NHL team, they should be the Swifts. Winner, winner, bucket of chicken dinner.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I specifically applied for this job for the Bucket of Chicken Challenge.
I was 12 years old when Bucket of Chicken Night started.
Could I eat an entire bucket of chicken? I'm no John Bushgrass.
Well, they said it couldn't be done. Every year they say it can't be done. An entire bucket of chicken consumed by this skinny dude. Well, we did it again. Buckets.
So good. Feel good. So good. Of course, his sodium reading is off the chart now, but that's right. Has Stan Barrett ever paid for any of the chicken? I feel like he should invest here.
He moved to LA just to avoid that. But I do want to be clear that I did purchase the chicken myself to keep my amateur status. I don't want the USCA, the United States Chicken Association, to come down on me hard. I am still an amateur.
Yeah, you'd hate to miss out on the Olympics because you're a professional.
Good point.
That is not going to make a top plate.
What?
It's a standalone. It's on its own.
Okay. I'll take it.
These are the second tier after Bucket of Chicken Night. How on earth at number 10, Fred, is a walk-off slam with 2 outs on a 2-strike pitch by David Bote, number 10.
Tough crowd.
There better be 9 really good Frisbee plays next.
No Frisbee, but we got futsal. I had the AFC Futsal Club Championship in Indonesia package on my cable. I was watching Iran and Vietnam, and Iran's a winner 4-2 after that beauty spinning back heel goal.
So the Kentucky basketball team, they're studying abroad.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the Bahamas all week. Team Toronto, P.J. Washington will face up, and then we'll slam down. Well, Team Toronto, of course, these guys would win if it was a hockey game. A little shinny, maybe.
All right, on number 7, Mercury and Sparks. 4 seconds to go in the quarter. Duana Bonner. Beat that buzzer. Step into it. Squish. Rocking the suburbs, just like Quiet Riot did.
Number 6, it's not just a regular Copa, it's a Super Copa there in Spanish. Barcelona, Sevilla. That's Dembele. That is fantastic. Barca wins 2-1. Again, Super Copa.
Yeah, super. Bar down action.
Copa.
Number 5, Royals and Cardinals. This is super baseball. Harrison Bader. It's there, but oh, Salvador Perez with a little okey doke. Swim move, safe.
Here at the Quattro, Yankees, Rangers, Delino to Shields, groundsman left side, Didi Gregorius. Slides over, makes the backhand play. Just look how quick he can. Boom, going to get up to my feet and throw it. Got him. And the Yanks win 7-2. They're 31 games under 500 and getting housed.
U20 World Cup Soccer, Mexico, England. Jackie Ovuye. Oh, my. Nice little move with the left and sails that in. Mexico with the top play, but England wins 6-1.
I want a little more breathy next time. Oh, my God. Number 2. Astros, Mariners, Gene Segura up the middle. Carlos Correa drives. Slips the ball, dives, slips it over to Marwin Gonzalez. That's really nice. They just need a little more offense here. It was a tough weekend at home against the M's.
Sometimes the ball just finds you. Remember Kevin Kiermaier a couple years ago? He was on top plays every night for a while. We called him on the phone, talked about Fort Wayne, Indiana. Let's get Adam Engel on the horn. What a week he has had. 3 times this week. He has robbed dudes of home runs. Indians won that game on Sunday 9-7, but Adam stole the show.
Oh, how Tiger thrilled on Sunday, flirted with ending his major drought. Ultimately, Brooks Koepka again with a major championship trophy. The Wanamaker at the 100th PGA Championship. That story next on SportsCenter.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help you rehydrate so you can keep sweating. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
He's so boring.
Sounds like you're on the fence. Why don't I just leave you my resume? Yes, it's laminated.
No thanks.
You're hired. Try caramel M&Ms.
Ow.
Hey, Justin, think fast.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do.
Every time.
Get lucky every once in a while.
What about this guy?
This guy's been through a lot.
Dogs bring out the good in us. Pedigree brings out the good in them. Feed the good.
How do you win at business? Stay at La Quinta, where we're changing with stylish makeovers. Then, at your next meeting, set your seat height to its maximum level. Bravo, tall meeting man. Start winning today. Book now at lq.com.
When you carry out large 3-topping pizzas from Domino's for $7.99 each, you don't want bad roads ruining your good pizza. So we're doing something about that. If your drive home is rough on pizza, submit it at havenforpizza.com and we might fix it.
It's summer.
Summer is here!
The surest sign that summer has arrived. The summer can from Corona. Get it while you can.
Advil presents a big breakthrough in pain relief. Advil Liquid Gels Minis, a mighty small pill with concentrated power that works at liquid speed. You'll ask, what pain? Advil Liquid Gels Minis.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today.
Get these offers on select 2018 GMC Denali models when you finance through GM Financial, like over 9,100 below MSRP on this specially equipped Sierra 1500 Denali.
At Simple Mobile, get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month with no mystery fees, no activation fees, and no contract ever. All on a lightning-fast 4G LTE nationwide network. That's our best deal ever. Simple Mobile, out with the old, in with the simple.
No matter what size your label says, Men's Warehouse has you covered. It's time to take your style to the next level and create the perfect fit. It's time to like the way you look.
El Nino? Meat sweats? Aliens. That's the one, okay?
And here to comment is no one, because of the alien invasion. In unrelated news, ESPN is giving fans with the best excuses for ditching work free tickets to a day game. And there's nobody here with me.
The New York Giants select Saquon Barkley, running back, Penn State.
Saquon Barkley might be gone, but as long as Trace McSorley is around, magic like this is possible.
McSorley across the middle. Touchdown! Jawan Johnson. Penn State wins it. A walk-off touchdown. Wow!
He is back, looking to cap a career that has seen him throw for more than 3,500 yards and almost 30 touchdowns in each of the last 2 seasons.
Our greatest strength is that we develop people. You're not going to replace Saquon, but we have some talented players behind him, like Miles Sanders.
Look at him go! If not Barkley, why not Miles Sanders?
The biggest question facing Penn State this fall is, can highly touted Miles Sanders replace Barkley, who last season accounted for nearly 33% of Penn State's offense?
Exciting time at Penn State. Love what we've been able to do the last couple years as a foundation for our players and our locker room for where we're moving forward.
Following back-to-back 11-win seasons, McSorley is dreaming of a second Big Ten title and Penn State's first trip to the college football playoff.
Get him! And watch.
There's an exclamation point.
Yes.
Top 5 things we learned in week 1 of the NFL preseason. How much progress has Tiger made after his very strong PGA championship? Yeah, and why Jacob deGrom could change baseball stats. You take the last 2 majors of the year, Open Championship and the PGA Championship, combine them into one tournament, Tiger wins by a shot.
Collectively, yeah, as low as it's been. That was the lowest 54-hole stretch he's ever had over the last 3 days in a major. He was really good. We're done with this SportsCenter. We are back with more right after this.
Chicken.